Whether it's a hulking henchman or an entire army, James Bond is always ready for a fight. And when the action kicks off, well, somehow, it always seems to be on a train.
Drop the gun.
In 007 First Light, the combat is a Bond-style combo of punches and expert marksman skills that give a dynamic flow far beyond a simple cover shooter. In this video, I'm doing a deep dive into all things combat with analysis of the fighting styles used to win a brawl, the mechanics behind each shootout, what weaponry Bond will have at his disposal, and what IO Interactive might need to improve before the final release. This is the 00 Debrief.
Well, what are we waiting for?
From the very first trailer, the 007 First Light team at IO Interactive made it clear. This Bond doesn't wait for orders.
Nobody knows what to do with him, Mom.
We saw M and Greenway arguing in the MI6 offices over Bond's actions on a Royal Navy mission in Iceland.
What he did in Iceland was insubordination. It was ill-disciplined, utterly reckless. He only survived thanks to blind luck.
Compared to the Hitman games where direct combat is a last resort when your stealth approach has all gone wrong, Bond appears to be diving right into the action, with fights key to the feel of the game.
We wanted a physical Bond. We wanted fighting to be visceral and brutal and violent and super fun and exciting. So we've spent a great amount of energy on making a system of free-flow combat where you're fighting multiple opponents at once.
Said Martin Emborg, the narrative and cinematic director at IOI.
But I think the biggest difference is that you need a lot of patience to play Hitman. You need to be sitting there, seeing the patrol. He goes over there and he likes wine and you overhear that thing. But Bond, he can also just walk through the front door. I'm actually just going to go and talk to them. I'm just going to go punch him right now. That
difference in design philosophy underpins how combat feels moment to moment. But what does this all mean for the actual gameplay we're going to get to experience? Bond takes on many enemies in hand-to-hand combat in the gameplay reveal, including one moment where the fight kicks off. He's caught by CCTV, alerting nearby guards who aren't buying his bluff.
Who are you looking for?
Relax, off-duty museum security.
Don't.
As the first approaches, Bond can perform a quick takedown to eliminate this guard before taking on the rest surrounding him. Bond's fighting isn't tied to any single martial art, it's scrappy, efficient and improvisational, classic 00 style. During brawls, guns can be drawn, with targeting warnings appearing on screen allowing Bond to counter before shots are fired. Quick improvised throws of nearby objects, such as snooker balls or coffee mugs, stop him from getting shot or can give a knockout strike to enemies. There's even a moment where a sword is pulled from the scenery. The melee moves extend further to flinging targets into fire extinguishers, cabinets, even through doors. And then there's the use of vertical attacks, with Bond kicking foes from height or even charging them off the edge, using them to break his fall. If he's fast enough, he can contain the situation before reinforcements arrive.
Could have played that a little smoother, James.
If not, the bullets start flying. Gunfights shift the pace completely. This isn't Hitman stealth gone wrong. It's controlled chaos. With his license to kill activated, the gameplay becomes a rapid, rolling firefight, an aggressive cover-based combat engagement similar to many third-person shooters out there such as Uncharted, Gears of War or Max Payne. Bond's use of cover sees him protected temporarily, but as enemy shots start to break that down, he's forced to move on quickly, sometimes to more exposed positions. The destructible cover is matched by an equally fragile environment. Red barrels, gas cylinders, fuel tanks or vehicles all give explosive solutions to overcome swarms of shielded opponents, with chain blasts quickly levelling huge areas. Enemies aren't annoying bullet sponges, as some are down with only a few shots, though armoured units with protective plates and helmets need more to eliminate. White crosses indicate a hit, while red crosses indicate a kill. Bond himself can take a few hits, with tracers on incoming shots helping locate their origin, and damage highlighted by directional hit indicators and that familiar red screen fade. There's no sign of health packs here, as health recovery looks based on avoiding harm for a short period. How this challenge may all change with difficulty levels is yet to be seen. 007 First Light isn't inventing anything new with the weapons handling, instead opting for a recognisable interface. The bottom right of the screen displays the selected gun and ammo count, also shown just below the target crosshairs. Reload warnings flash up in the centre screen as you empty the magazine, and extra ammo is automatically collected when near down targets. Bond's focus mode, part bullet time, part instinct, rewards precision. With each enemy defeated, his instinct meter fills in the lower right corner, allowing activation of this slow motion feature. Bond then has a few extra seconds for aiming, enabling him to pull off harder precision shots, even weapon disarms. Close quarter combat is where this game sets itself apart. If Bond runs out of bullets or any enemy gets close enough, there are many options available to him that keep the combat flowing. Hakan Abrak, IO Interactive CEO, explained,
"We really did strides and upping the dynamism, the kinetic feel of the combat, be that the melee combat and shooting, and the seamless in and out between that. It's very, very exciting."
A reflex fast gun throw turns the empty weapon into a projectile that catches the target off guard, giving Bond time to close the gap and move in for an attack, just like in Casino Royale. Once up close, hand-to-hand strikes let Bond disarm and turn the guns back on them, swiftly turning a deadly situation to his advantage. And with a supporting array of Q-branch gadgets also deployable in combat for distractions, explosions and counterattacks, Bond is never truly unarmed. What guns will James Bond have access to in 007 First Light? A sleek version of his iconic Walther PPK is visible in the promo images and pops up throughout gameplay, referred to as his Q-branch pistol. If you signed up for an IOI account, you'll also have the Golden Wraith edition of this pistol waiting for you. While the weapons lack official branding, their designs clearly pay homage to Bond's classic arsenal. The Walther P99 gets a similar treatment, reimagined in-game as a Stormer 99 pistol with a unique skin available through the deluxe pack. Another firearm appears courtesy of French agent Charlotte Roth, who provides Bond with a Glock-style sidearm, though this may just be the Stormer 99 with a different skin. Beyond these, Bond is seen seizing enemy weapons during combat encounters, including the SB-10 SMG, DRX 10-gauge shotgun,
Can't stay here. Please leave him.
and Night 1 assault rifle. No sniper rifles or heavy weapons have been confirmed yet, leaving questions about whether a dedicated sniper assassin mode, similar to IOI Hitman's spin-off, will feature in the game. One thing is certain, the Golden Gun will make an appearance. The physical replica included in the Luxury Edition hints at its in-game presence, and the matching weapon skin confirms it will feature somewhere within Bond's loadout. Whether it serves as a skin for the Q-branch pistol, or exists as its own single-shot, high-damage weapon, remains unknown. For now, Bond's arsenal appears focused on a tight, stylish core, less about quantity, more about precision. Still, knowing IOI's track record with weapon variety, a few surprises may be waiting in the shadows.
Any sage advice?
Play nice.
Always.
Combat is definitely a core part of this game, with big firefight set pieces showcased heavily by IOI. However, what remains to be seen though is if we can take a full stealth approach. Could we get through a mission without alerting guards? Is it possible to make that disarm shot before the alarm is raised? Could suppressed weapons play a part? Will there be achievements rewarding a stealthy approach? There are also questions over the enemy AI in the game, with several moments standing out as having issues. During the airfield section, some enemies react slowly, glitch, or miss obvious shots. And while this definitely isn't a milsim or tactical style shooter, small improvements to combat could be welcome additions. None of the weapons shown so far include a fire mode selector for semi-automatic or full auto engagements, something that could vary gameplay style and approach. There's no weapon customization or variation seen as of yet, a highly rated feature in most games. A version of this may appear at the loadout stage, but Bond has to have the option for equipping a suppressor to his wealth of PPK somewhere in there. And lastly, that extra round in the chamber when reloading would be a minor but appreciated touch. These and other little gameplay tweaks as demonstrated in the mega hit Helldivers 2 can make a huge impression on the overall game quality.
You could be next.
This may have been the alpha version footage, but let's hope the issues are resolved and additional quality features are being considered for the final release. But what do you think about the combat scene in 007 First Light? Does the combat feel Bond enough for you, or should IOI dial the stealth back in? Do you think IOI have achieved the physicality of Bond that they set out to create? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive, leave a thumbs up or subscribe. What should the next video be on, the stealth approach or IOI's take on Bond himself? Thanks for watching, agents. See you on the next mission.